Good morning. I am Tiffany Potesta, Head of U.S. Advisory Sales for Schroders, and I'm joined today by Greg Valliere, Chief Political Strategist for Potomac Research Group. Greg, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Great to see you.
Thank you. I understand that you have 30 years history following Washington, specializing in fiscal and monetary policy and, of course, politics. I know that you recently described the uncertainties surrounding the debt ceiling as a genuine crisis. What, if anything, do you think is going to change in January?
A lot. I think we've learned a lesson that you don't scare the markets, and I think that the markets also have learned that they can't listen to Washington cry wolf anymore. So I don't think there will be another debt ceiling crisis. I don't think there'll be another government shutdown. I think we'll get a modest deal. The budget deficit will continue to fall, and has a big political uncertainty, I think Washington will begin to subside.
Okay, thank you. And then in terms of factors that influence the speed of which the taper actually happens, what are your thoughts on that?
That's a really intriguing issue. Everyone is now speculating, when do they start? Do they just start in December? Probably not. January? Maybe, but perhaps the best bet is March. They may wait until then. A lot of factors go into their thinking. One is to figure out the economic data after a shutdown. Another is to look at the inflation rate. I think the inflation rate is really crucial because it's too low. Within the Fed, they're concerned that their favorite indicator is only rising by about 1.1% year over year. So I think this very low inflation rate, this still pretty sluggish economic growth, may keep them until March before they begin the tapering.
Okay. And then, how do you define the current political climate, and what do you think will change during the run-up to the 2016 election?
Well, what a story. Well, in my city, we've anointed Hillary Clinton as the nominee. I'm not sure she's running. I think she is, and she is the favorite to be the Democrats' nominee. On the Republican side, there are about 25 possible candidates. We don't have enough time to go through all of them. I would say that the most fascinating part of the story is the establishment, mostly governors like Chris Christie, against the insurgents, people like Rand Paul. I would say the base, the very activist Republican base, right now would like to nominate Rand Paul. If he continues to be strong, that really scrambles the political equation in Washington. It's isolationist. It's not necessarily pro-business. A lot of these Tea Party folks don't like Wall Street. They don't like the banks. So the Republicans have another year or two to go through what I would describe as a civil war.
Sounds like it'll be an interesting show. With regard to tax reform, what's in the pipeline and how will it impact investors?
A lot of smoke, but no fire. You're going to hear lots and lots of noise about a tax reform bill, might even move in the House in the next few months, but then I think it'll stall in the Senate. So while everyone is seduced by the idea of a big tax reform bill, when you get to the details, do you want to kill the mortgage deduction? Do you want to kill accelerated depreciation? Those details are really controversial. And I think that while there'll be noise, there'll be smoke, I'm not sure we're going to get a bill.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for your time.
You bet.
Thanks.
Thank you.